45 meeting of MCDC, Millennium Toastmasters Club. Before starting the meeting, I would like to mention 3 ground rules that we follow in our Toastmasters Club. Please turn off your mobile phones or put them in silent. As Toastmasters, we don't talk about sex, religion, politics, so please refrain from doing it. And third, especially in the backbenchers, please don't cross talk. As everybody in life has a mission to achieve their goals, likewise our Toastmasters Club has also a mission to achieve. I request everyone to please stand up and raise your right hand forward and repeat after me. The mission of our Toastmasters Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, which in turn fosters self-confidence and personal growth. With this, I would like to hand over the stage to the presiding officer, Master Rahul. Come on, guys, let's have a big round of applause.
Good morning. Good morning. Let us try one more time. Let's fill the empty places with our voice. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. My name is Rahul, and this is the meeting number 545. Just 5 meetings short, and we'll complete another milestone of 550th meeting. 550. What does it signify? Does anybody want to share anything? 550? Sorry? Close enough. Anybody else? Yes. It signifies that for more than 10 years now, and very close to 11 years, we have been meeting every Sunday as a group, as a community, as a club, working towards one single goal, that is to become a confident communicator and a better leader. So are you all excited for today's meeting?
Yes!
Thank you. I could see a lot of guests today. I would request guests to share something about themselves and their expectation from the meeting. We will start with sir.
So maybe like I can introduce myself.
Yes.
So yeah, so I am Pushpinder. So I'm 28 years old. So I've done my graduation from IIT Kanpur in computer science. Then I've done like a job for around 5 years. So currently now I'm break for around 6 months now.
Thank you for coming.
Hi everyone, I'm Survi. This is my second meeting of this club, and looking forward to today's meeting. The first meeting was a really good experience.
Thank you for coming.
Hi, I'm Raji. This is my second meeting. I've been in Gurgaon only, and
Thank you.
So my name is Lokesh. I am already a member of Toastmasters. By profession, I am a network residing in Gurgaon only. Born and raised in Gurgaon.
Which club you are part of?
Gurgaon Toastmasters.
Gurgaon. Yes. Thank you for coming.
Hi guys, my name is Akshay. I work at Sprinkler, and I am looking forward to know more about how to improve your communication through the
I think we have covered all the guests. Today's theme is around the art of convincing. In our journey as communicators and leaders, the ability to persuade and influence others is paramount. Whether it's about delivering persuasive speech, or leading a team, or simply having conversation with people. Mastering the art of convincing has a great impact on our success. We'll deep dive into the theme, but before that, let me share the agenda for today's meeting. For the benefit of guests, a typical Toastmasters meeting is divided into 3 sections. The first section is that of prepared speech, where members who have prepared for days, weeks, or even months will be giving their speeches. And we have 3 wonderful speeches lined up for today. And the second section is that of impromptu speech. We call it table topics, where you will be given a topic and you will have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Now, please note, guests can also participate. And the third and the most important aspect of the section of any Toastmasters meeting is that of evaluation, where our dedicated evaluators will be evaluating the speeches and different aspects of the meeting. Very serious introduction, right? Do you want to laugh? Have a smile?
Yeah.
For that, we have Toastmaster Bhavna, who is the joke master. Let me introduce her properly. She joined in November 2022 and she has done BTech and MBA. She is working in KPMG and her hobbies include dancing, playing table tennis, traveling and yoga. Let us welcome the very talented and the very funny Toastmaster Bhavna.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I think you're already in a very cheerful mood, so let me try some more chairs in this room. Scene: a small office, 2 chairs, and a desk. Rahul, a nervous job applicant, and Sarah, an HR manager. Welcome, Rahul. Thanks for coming in today. So let's dive right in. Tell me something about yourself. Well, I'm a people person, great with numbers, and I once won a pie eating contest. Impressive. Why do you want to work here? Honestly, I just really need to work right now. My landlord keeps on threatening me to just kick me out if I don't pay the rent. Impressive. Tell me an example where you work well in a team. Sure. I and my friends once entered into a 3-legged race, and in spite of falling a lot, we managed to finish last. Okay, moving on. What are your weaknesses? Well, sometimes I get too focused on details, like whether or not my socks match. Okay. Moving on. Do you have any questions for me? Yes. Do you offer any free dental benefits? Because I might be having a dental emergency right now. Yes, we do offer dental insurance. Now wrapping up our interview. Do you want to add something else? Yes, I will try to work hard, learn fast, and always maintain an emergency stock of chocolate pies. Rahul, this was one of the most entertaining interviews I ever had. Thanks. Oh, that means I get selected. No, Rahul, just hold on. We'll get back to you. Thanks for coming. Thank you.
Very funny joke, but let me clear it out that Rahul is a different person and no qualities match. Yeah. Now it is time to invite the general evaluator for today's meeting, and today's general evaluator is Toastmaster Abhishek. He joined in February 2022. He has done BTech. He is currently working as product manager at Paisa Bazaar. So if you are interested in insurance or something, you can connect with him. And he loves watching movies with his family. Let us welcome the very talented Toastmaster.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the session that makes Toastmaster a Toastmaster. This session will help you demonstrate your good concept, your public speaking platform, where you are good at and where you have to work on the scope of improvement. Evolution is help you in uplifting your performance. If you go to day, either you're watching cricket or any other movies or any other sports athletic you follow on, to get to know that they keep on looking after their feedback after every matches. Just after giving us the example of Virat Kohli or Cristiano Ronaldo matches. When you just look at the interview, you get to know like how much they are dedicated on their last match and over the last event that happened. You can find out they keep working on that area of improvement. Similarly, in the Toastmaster, we provide you that area where you have to work on, as well as we appreciate you where you are good at and where you can leverage that skill on when you come to the stage on the public speaking platform. And just on a better side, just want to know something about the feedback, like how much you know regarding the feedback. Like anyone can say the importance of the feedback, like how have you come across the feedback in your life?
Yes, all the time.
And I know that this is the right time because you are getting a lot of appraisal and the feedback is coming on your side. And how we are taking it. So can someone give us the glimpse of that?
Depends on the situation.
No, like just on the current appraisal going on. You have getting the feedback in order to take you to work on. Then how you take that?
It depends on the situation.
Any other person?
What do you want to know?
How you take the feedback? Like when the feedback you are getting on.
With the mention of sorry.
Depends on the feedback I'm getting, positive or negative.
So get to know. So over there, with the feedback, it helps you to uplift, as I said, uplift your performance. So you have to understand that you are getting here in the Toastmasters, you come for the public speaking skill set, improving that skill set. So when you get in the feedback, you just go. We have provided video of the entire video. You just go on that videos and as such analysis the feedback, the videos of what you will speak on. Even though if there is a person who gives you the entire evolution on your speech, but self-evaluation is also right. You get to know that whether that feedback you are getting is correlating that on your video, that your self-analysis, and you get to know like there is a scope of improvement, and take it as a constructive feedback, so that in the next meeting when you come on, you can be a better speaker from the last meeting. And for this, I can say I am not alone who going to take this entire feedback meeting. So I have the team of evaluators who will dedicatedly do the speech evaluation, take a Toastmaster, table topics master. For the table topics master, we have a dedicated evaluation, like who is a table topics evaluator?
There is no table topic evaluator.
G only I can take that role. I can take that role. You are a friend evaluator, no?
Sir,
He is multi-valued.
Okay, no issue. Gaurav,
If I is taking Ankit's evaluation, I can take a PD, no?
so Toastmaster Gaurav can be the evaluator of the table topics master, and then other we have the tag players, the timer, auxiliary counter, and the grammar. These all are kind of more important because when you speak, you even do not recognize how many times you have used the first words, and even is taking the more amount of time that are dedicated to you. So I will all this auxiliary player to come on the stage and say this speech objectively, so that you get to know the importance of that role. Starting with the grammar, Toastmaster role. Balloon.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests.
Good morning.
Today I am playing the role of grammarian. As Anurag shared, feedback is quite important in order to improve. So grammar remains one of the important components of English speaking. So as a grammarian, I shall listen to everybody's word uses and note down any awkward use of English, like incomplete sentences, sentences that change direction, incorrect grammar, etc. For example, singular verb being used with plural subject. Like 1 in 5 children wear glasses should be 1 in 5 children wears glasses. Similarly, in case of pronoun misused, no one in the choir sings better than her should be no one in the choir sings better than she. I will, as Grammalia, will propose the word of the day, which is extravaganza, that is lavish and spectacular event. For example, uses could be marriage in India is an extravaganza affair. Another could be this show is a musical extravaganza. So, thank you so much.
Now I am inviting Toastmaster Gautam to come on the stage and say this.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So I will be playing a role of AHA counter today, and in AHA counter I will take note of all the clutch words such as well, but, so you know, sounds such as and repeated words this means, and I will also take note of long pauses, fillers, and not necessary sentence that has been used. Thank you.
Now I request Toastmasters Siddharth, the timer, to come over the stage and say the door opening.
Good morning all.
Good morning.
So, as a timer, I will monitor record for each meeting segments and each speaker, how much time they have taken. I will operate the timing signal indicating to each speaker how long speaker is speaking. So, for prepared speaker, total time is 7 minutes. So, for 5 minutes, it will be shown green card, 6 minutes yellow card, and 7 minutes at 7 minutes red card. So after 7 minutes, you will get 30 more seconds to close your speeches. So please be ready. So try to avoid disqualification. So wrap up your speech within 7 and 30 seconds. For table topics, green card will be shown at 1 minute, yellow card 1.5 minutes, and red card at 2 minutes. Again, you will get 30 more seconds to close your speech. So you have total 2 minutes 30 seconds to wrap up your speech in table topics. For evaluators, green card will be shown at 2 minutes, a yellow card 2.5 minutes, and 3 minutes it will be shown red card. Again you get 30 more seconds to close your evaluation speech. So that means you have total 3 minutes 30 seconds time. For president, Toastmaster, President, Tabletop Master, and General Evaluator, there is maximum time limit. That means I will show only red card. There is no green or yellow card. So once I show red card, please wrap up your speech. President, General Evaluator, and Tabletop Master. So when called by General Evaluator, I shall announce the speaker's name and time taken, and also whether they have been qualified for the voting or not. What is your General Evaluator?
We will come back with a detailed report at the last of the meeting. Now I request Toastmaster Rahul to come on the stage.
The word of the day is already shared. I would request everyone to use word of the day when they are on this stage, and I would request everybody else to applaud and appreciate the speaker when they use the word of the day by showing the thumbs up. Okay, now coming back to the theme. Can anybody share what is the one important factor on which the art of convincing depends on? One factor. Anybody?
Trust.
Art.
Listener.
Listener.
If the other person is listener, then we will be able to come.
Anybody else?
If you convince yourself, maybe then you can.
You can?
If you're convinced about the idea yourself, then maybe you can.
Yeah,
Like others.
for convincing the other person, what is one factor that should matter the most?
Maybe if you can take out the benefit of the thing and if it is conveyed to the other party, half the order.
Anybody else?
Be good at convincing.
Thank you. Ma'am, you. Yeah. So yeah, Toastmaster Gaurav and Toastmaster Shilpi is right. It depends on who the person is and what is his or her interest and how important the thing is before you convince that particular person. Now, the key mistakes that we make while convincing others is that we focus more on what we think is important. Instead, we should do the opposite and try to understand what is important for the other person. Try to understand the interest and the perspective of the other person. Let me share one example. I am a working professional and I am really busy from Monday to Friday. And also, I am currently serving as the president. And my weekend goes in planning the meeting, setting the agenda, and making sure that the meeting happens smoothly. Now, if you, as my friend, ask me to accompany you in a trip, maybe a trek, maybe a hike, every week,
Trip to Rishikesh.
and random place. It will not be possible for me to accompany you every week, right? Even though I'm really interested, let me clear that out. But it will not be possible because I have already a lot of commitments, personally and professionally. So what you can do? Can anybody share?
Plan on a weekday.
As I mentioned, on weekdays I'm really busy with my office work. Yes, sir.
Somebody else can plan on your behalf, can take a big presidential role. That is one way to do it.
Okay. But as a president, I have to be there over the weekend.
Then we don't take you with us.
Yeah, but you are my closest friend, so you cannot neglect me.
So how long will it take?
Plan after the meeting. Is okay.
Sir, you were saying something.
So just need to convince to say that how much it is important to your presence only.
Okay, thank you. Sir.
Like my question is, so this is logistic. So how long does it take?
Okay, let me share this version. So you have to create a middle ground so that it is beneficial for both of the person involved. What you can say is that, Rahul, I know you are really busy with the office work and the meetings and everything, and it requires a lot of effort. What we can do is that instead of planning the trip every week, we can plan once in a month so that your personal and professional commitments are not very affected, but at the same time, you can enjoy our company and the activities, fun activities that we plan.
We can invite Anjali also.
Let's not go that way. Do you all agree?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, the problem with convincing people is that sometimes you might not be aware about the interest or the priorities of the other person. In that case, what will you do? In this scenario we discussed, you already knew my priorities, my interest.
Understanding
Ask
this.
the others.
Ask the other person. If he or she is the stranger, you cannot directly ask, right? Sir, you were saying something.
Understand about the likings. Do some research. If it's a stranger, there's like your social media today to explore. You can check that side. So research more about the person. That's it.
Stop.
Very
Stalk. Yeah. Stalking more.
very rightly said. there would be a lot of instances when you are not aware of the interest or the priorities of the other person. In that case, try to build a relationship, try to have conversation, talk to the people, and try to get clues of their interest and the priorities that they have. For example, in 2018, I had just started my career as an IT professional. I was living with one roommate, and one day we planned to go on a shopping spree. Well, I had no interest and I had no business on buying anything, but I accompanied him because I was very sweet, very kind, and very innocent. These qualities are still there, but at that time it was really difficult for me to say no. So I accompanied him, and for the very first time I visited Emirates Mall. As you enter Emirates Mall, you see a lot of cool, fancy stores on the ground floor. Now it is very enticing to enter one store and explore the things. And we did the same thing. We entered one store, and remember, I had no interest. I had no business in buying anything. We entered the store, and when we left the store, I ended up buying one jacket for 12,000 rupees. Now, that particular piece of cloth is the costliest clothing I have ever bought. In fact, today, as of today, if I have to buy anything, I'll scroll down all the website, compare the prices, get the details of the discounts, and then buy. But at that time, even though I had all the qualities, but I was a little bit not that much mature. But today, I'm really mature. So what happened? What happened is that when I entered, at the reception there was a female person. Now when there is an opposite gender, it is really difficult to say no. As we entered, my roommate started exploring things, while on the other hand, I was just standing there and just looking around and exploring the clothing on display. That female lady, obviously she was really pretty. She noticed that my roommate was only interested in buying, but he is just standing. So she started a conversation, and somehow she got to know that I was planning a trip to Europe in just a few months. And she started talking, and she asked, what all cities are you planning to visit in Europe? I disclosed everything. I said that these are the cities I'll be visiting, and one of the cities was Prague. And I'm not sure, but she mentioned that, yeah, I have visited Prague. It is really vibrant city, a party culture, a very good vibe. You will love it. I said, yeah, thank you. And then she mentioned that you should know that the temperature there goes really down. Do you have the jackets? I said, yes, I have already bought everything. In fact, I have bought 2 jackets. She then, and as she mentioned jacket, unconsciously, I looked at one of the jackets that was on display, and she noticed it. And she started manipulating and framing things and said, I believe this jacket, this particular jacket, will look really great on you. You have great height, great personality. I think you should just try it out. I said, I don't want to try it out. She somehow persuaded me. Again, it was really difficult to say no to a pretty lady. I said, okay, fine, I'll try it out, but remember, I'm not going to buy it. She said, okay, fine, you can just try it out. When I tried it out, she again started saying, you are looking really cool, this color really matches your skin tone and everything. But again, I emphasize that I have already bought everything, and I have no business, no interest in buying anything. She then mentioned that it's fine, but we have a really cool discount going on. And one thing led to another. I ended up buying that jacket. So you can see, even though I had no business in buying, no interest, but she actually created an interest by framing things, having conversation. And that's what you can do. Now let's have a live demo. I would request two people to please come on to this stage and give it a Gaurav.
I think the first condition is to be pretty.
Perfect match for that. Come.
You can say so.
You mean girls not pretty?
Come together, perfect match.
Okay, so now the condition is he is married and you are not. I think quite literally that you are not married. Now he wants to convince you to accompany him for the wedding.
You will convince me.
You will convince him because he is married. It is really difficult for him to actually accompany you. Now you have to convince him. Okay. Just let's see whether you both were paying attention to what he said.
He wants to switch roles. Come here. I'm not married. He's married now. Ankit, you know, some of our friends are going to Goa this April 13th. We have a long weekend at that time. What are you doing at that time on April 13th? Would you like to share with the audience?
April 13th, I'm not doing anything.
That's a very good start, you know.
You are married, bro.
So, what day is it? It is a weekend, Saturday.
Saturday.
We're not doing anything, no? So what we can do is, we can plan for a visit to Goa. Some of my friends are going. And we'll party, we'll chill, we'll have some good food over there, and over the weekend we'll come back. What do you think about it?
I don't drink. I don't drink.
Serious note. So, but it will be a good time with friends, you can chill out. What about that? It's not just about drinking, but
That would be great.
so shall I book your ticket?
Yeah, sure.
Easy target.
Very easy.
Had he been there in my place, she would have taken just a couple of minutes to convince him. It took her 30 odd minutes for me to actually be convinced. Now I will request two more people, one female and one male, in this demo. Anybody else? Yeah, guests can also participate. And would you like? Yes. So the scenario is, we'll only assume she is the wife and you are the husband, okay? Now you want him to bring coriander leaves every other day after coming back from the office, okay? Now he is really not into buying stuff or going to the market, vegetable wholesale market. Now you have to just convince him. And you don't have to be convinced by him. You have to just.
Listen to the group came again and she was saying that there's no coriander leaves at the house, so can you please bring it?
Why don't you go to the market?
Obviously tired, you were working from home, so this is something.
No, I was also in the office. Yeah.
So, can you go again?
I'm good and I'm feeling so tired. I cannot do right now. Why don't you order this from online platform?
Yeah, we can do that for today, but for tomorrow, can you make it?
Why would I bring tomorrow? If you can make it possible through online platform, why don't you order
It
this?
doesn't come in good quality, you also know that.
You should go to visit the market and
Okay, so.
Remember, marriage is also on the line, so.
make food and without parental leave?
You only wanted to
No,
eat eggs, I never wanted.
I won't mind eating without
Yeah.
no parental leave. Yeah.
And that works for me.
She can get cheese.
He's an advocate. He's not an advocate.
The background information you never gave. Okay, then it's fine.
So I would suggest whenever you go for buying vegetables,
Yeah.
you will get the parental leave.
But I never go to buy vegetables.
You should go.
You should teach me.
Come with me, then I will
Yeah.
teach you.
Yeah, so you'll plan this entire
So, okay.
learning session for me. You'll take me.
Alright, I'll take
Yeah.
you. We go to
Thank you. That was really great. But I was expecting that you will be convinced somehow, but
He's
Sir,
an
Not-
make
Convince with condition.
along
Yeah,
with
but then both of us are good now.
I think she compromised the most. Are you married or single?
I'm married.
So I was expecting you to be little bit,
Accommodated.
yeah, compromising. Anyway, now moving on, it is time for the prepared speech. The first speaker is Toastmasters Saf. He has joined in February 2024. He has done BTech and he is currently working as program manager. His hobbies include traveling and writing. His speech will be evaluated by Toastmaster Anurag. I would request Toastmaster Anurag to share the speech objective.
So, Toastmaster Seth Khan Wasi going to give his speech. Project level 1, level 2, and his speech title is Beyond Boundaries, and his pathway is presentation mastery. And objective of his speech is to give a speech with purpose. So I'm saying all the best to him.
Toastmaster Saf, beyond boundaries. Beyond boundaries, Toastmaster Saf.
Have you ever heard the saying, when life gives you lemon, make lemonade?
Yes.
It means that even when things are tough, there is always a way to turn them around for the better. Good morning, Toastmasters and dear guests. My name is Saif Khanwasi and I come from a small village in Bihar. There we have a small tea shop where I work hard to support my family. I have 6 sisters and making sure they all get good education become my top priority. You see, I also wanted to study, but money was tight. I started giving tuitions to save some money. Despite the challenges, I was determined to support my sisters to do well in their school. But they needed extra tuition for the better performance. But we could not afford the other tuitions. That is when I landed a job in Gurgaon, earning 15,000 rupees a month, but most of it just disappeared in my expenses and saving very little for my family. But my sister needed money for their another tuitions. So I decided to skip my breakfast in every 1 to 2 days in a week. I knew it was tough, but I felt it is best decision for their future. When they passed 10th, I faced another challenge that we could not afford their further education. Friends, where there is a will, there is a way. I searched about free education, and guess what I found about Now Google, an NGO in Bangalore that teaches programming language to girls for free. But convincing my parents was not easy. They were worried what would people say, because they don't want to send their daughters to Bangalore for the first time alone. But somehow I convinced them, even they did not fully agree. Eventually my sisters went to Bangalore. They worked hard to learn, but in my village people start gossiping. Said is not a good person. He don't want to spend money on his sister's wedding. That is why he wants them to earn money for themselves. But I ignored. I just focused on what was the right for my family and my sisters. I really wanted them to be financially independent so that they can control their life and decisions. They don't need to rely on someone else for their basic needs and choices. After 2 years of hard working, they become software engineers, working from home and earning good living for their life. For all those years, from convincing my parents to sending my sisters to Bangalore, paid off. Instead of worrying about finding them a suitable husband, I was worried about finding a suitable Wi-Fi connection. It is like upgrading from arranged marriage to arrange a Wi-Fi connection. Jokes apart, from my journey, I learned something important. No matter what people say, always do what is the best for you and for your independence. Always remember, friend, your time is money and your time is precious. Never waste it by thinking what will people say. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmasters sir, for the wonderful speech. 1 minute silence for sharing the feedback. I would request Toastmaster Abhishek to share the feedback. I would request members to share the QR code with the neighboring guests so that they can also share the feedback. But you can share the QR code with sir. Plus, you don't have to submit it right away. Just fill in the feedback for all the speakers and role players. And at the end of the meeting, you can submit the form. Before we move on to the second speaker, I would request everyone to make sure that your mobile phones are on silent mode or switched off. Let's make it sure that it is on silent mode because you have to share the feedback and vote as well. I would also request that only go outside or come back to the meeting when the transition is happening so that the speaker is not affected. The second speaker is Toastmaster Shilpi. She has joined in December 2022. She has done MBA. She is currently working with Dyson and her hobbies include reading and me time. Her speech will be evaluated by Toastmaster Gaurav. I would request Toastmaster Gaurav to share the speech objective.
Morning again, everyone. Toastmasters Shilpi Chok is going to talk about the human gen of AI. That's her speech title. She's on a pathway presentation mastery. The project level is 3.2. So for the benefit of guests, there are 12 paths in Toastmasters which you can choose. There are 5 levels in each of the paths and 46 projects. So she's on 3.2 right now. And the objective is to researching and presenting the project addresses strategies for selection and topics, choosing credible sources of research and producing as well organized speech. I wish Toastmasters should be good luck.
Toastmasters should be the human gen of AI, the human gen of the AI Toastmastership.
Has any one of you heard about Orkut? O-R-K-U-T?
Yes.
I'm so glad I'm not the only one. Okay, so for the people who don't know, this was the first ever social networking platform launched in India. And guess how long back was this?
Year 2004-5, year about.
Just around that time. 2 decades. Heard about Facebook?
Yes.
And I bet you, a few years later, if I'm going to ask a similar-ish audience, people are going to say we don't, half the people will say we don't know what Facebook is. I'm sure pretty much everybody knows ChatGPT, but anyone heard about Sora? S-O-R-A, Sora.
Yes.
Brilliant. So Sora is the most recent app that's been launched by the same company called OpenAI who launched ChatGPT earlier, and that's transformed entirely one of the big things that everyone is looking forward to, that converts text straight to videos. Now think what is going to happen to animators, what is going to happen to the jobs of the future. Okay? The point I'm trying to make is the disruption in technology is happening at a pace much faster than you and I can even think of. Now let me give you what me and my husband were trying to do with ChatGPT a little while back. And what we were trying to do, we were trying to assess how much can ChatGPT actually understand emotions, or is this just a data platform? So what he and I wrote on ChatGPT is that write a letter for my son, which he gets when he turns 20 years old. And the result in seconds astonished both of us beyond what we could have imagined. The words used were so precise, were so emotionally accurate, that a ChatGPT could actually understand that somebody asking this kind of a question is likely to be very thoughtful, very sensitive, very emotional, and through all the patterns that it had studied, it could actually pick up words with such clear precision and probability. Now think, if this is what a technology can do today, what is the future of humanity? What is the future of human beings if technology has this kind of a capability? Now, interesting enough, around the same time, I was invited for a conference which was about AI, generative AI, and the impact of Gen AI on the future of workplaces and jobs. So we were in a round table, whatever, discussing what are the potential implications about jobs and future of workplaces. And let me tell you a little bit about one of the things that I've always struggled with. So if somebody gives me a project, just say that, okay, you know what, look for the last 5-year data, do an analysis, and prepare a presentation on it. I would spend hours and hours doing that because I'm very poor at managing my data of the last 5 years. And I hate to create the first draft of presentation. I love if somebody gives me the first draft and I start improvising on it. And this is what I have started hating for a very long time now. Now I got introduced to a tool called Microsoft Copilot in this workshop that we were attending, which in a matter of seconds, not even minutes, in seconds, if you just write, I need, for instance, attrition analysis for the last 5 years, give me the analysis, make 2 slides, of it. Within seconds, this tool is going to generate a 2-pager for me to start improvising from. Now imagine I have a full-time team member in my workplace whose job is to do this. Now that worried me, that wow, it's fascinating for me, I can be so much more productive, but what's going to happen to people? What's going to happen to jobs of the future? What is it that we have to learn or unlearn to live and still remain relevant in the times that we are going to see and it's going to come to? Right? So I figured out in that conversation of a few hours that yes, jobs are going to get impacted, but what is going to get impacted? The jobs that are entirely just tasks are going to get impacted. The jobs that are only and solely repetitive work is going to get impacted. What is not going to get impacted? And here is where I strongly believe the human generation of AI, what is going to be valued so much more in the future is the everything that's human. Everything that's human. Strategic thinking, your judgment from your own experiences, your ability to judge a scenario and say, okay, I'm going to take this decision for the future, that an AI is never going to be able to replicate for you. So if you are in that job, it's not going away. Creative thinking. Nobody, no AI can ever think about producing an Apple iPhone, which disrupted the entire industry. Innovation, creative jobs are not going away. AI can never take an artist's job away. Empathy is not going away. Your ability to connect with people is not going anywhere. So what I argue today is that for the future, if many of us have decades to go in our careers, professional careers, many of us have started our careers. But if we are thinking about building our careers, our future, start investing in your human capabilities today, because that is the only singular leverage that you are going to be left with in a world that is technology driven. Because for everything else, there is a technology today and there will be much, much more today. So it's the human generation of the AI that is the only thing that will make you survive in the times to come. Thank you.
What a wonderful speech, and I'm really glad you touched upon both the aspects of the technologies. Let me share one instance of ChatGPT. Once I asked ChatGPT, tell a joke on girlfriends. And the answer was, sorry, I cannot share the joke because it might offend a group of people, a group of community. I said, okay, fine. Then I asked, share a joke on boyfriends. The answer was, sure, here is a joke on boyfriends. So, it is ChatGPT or the technologies are getting smarter day by day, but they are not the only things. You still have a brain that still people, the scientists are not able to understand. So if you invest in yourself, your skills, you will be there and survive. Now 1 minute silence for the feedback. over. Our third speaker is Toastmaster Ankit. He has joined in January 2023. He has done BTech. He is currently working as business intelligence professional. His hobbies include traveling, cycling, singing, and dancing. His speech will be evaluated by Toastmaster Dipanshu. I would request Toastmaster Dipanshu to share the speech objective.
Thank you, Rahul. Good morning, everyone. Toastmaster Ankit Sharma is giving speech level 3.2 from the pathway presentation mastery. The purpose of this speech is to inspire his audience, practice writing and delivering a speech that inspires others, and his objective is to try creating a strong rapport with his audience. Over to you, Rahul, and best of luck, Toastmaster.
The stage is yours. Can you share the speech title once?
My speech title is Drive. Drive is my speech title. So how many of you believe that we have ambitious people at Toastmasters, particularly this club? Almost everyone. Are you sure about that?
Yes.
I'm just kidding. I do believe we have very ambitious people at Toastmasters, and that's why whenever I come here, I try to share some kind of approaches to be more productive, New Year resolutions, discipline, and on and on. Now, if you have listened to my speech, I shared in one of my speech that the people who plan on the New Year resolution, 80% of them give it up by February. And only 6 to 8% stick to them by the end of the year till December. Now, why it is so important, why I'm talking about this is because there was a Harvard Business School study which talked about that the 3% of their students who had goals planned, who had aimed what they want to do in life, were worth more than 97% combined after 10 years of them graduating. So this is so important that one should be really serious about setting up goals in life and then achieving them. It's not related to achieving something financial or materialistic thing. It is related to fulfillment in life or achieving or living with purpose mostly. So that's why it's so important. And I started thinking then how it's so important, then why do people give up on it? Why do people give up their goals? And what I realized, the main difference is the strong drive. Strong drive is the main difference. I like to share a story with you all. There was this 61-year-old lady, and she and her husband were farm laborers. Now the problem they were going through is that the husband was suffering from the cardiovascular disease, and he needed an immediate MRI scans and medicines. But they were not having that kind of money, so she was going through a tough time, like going to the relatives, to the friends, to the people they know for the money. But after a long quest, she was not able to arrange that kind of money. Now, while in the process of arranging this money, she got to know about a marathon that was going on in the nearby place, and without a second thought, thought of participating in that marathon. And on the day of marathon, she reached on the venue, started running bare feet, stepped on the pointy stones, burned her feet, even when every single stride of hers was obstructed by her sari, which she was wearing. And by looking at her, no one could imagine that she can win this marathon because she was wearing that sari, bare feet, and a very old woman. But to everybody's surprise, she won. She won that marathon. And everyone was shocked. And it was back in 2013 when internet was not that popular. But still she became an overnight sensation because every major news channel covered her marathon and how she won. And by winning marathon, she did not only get the money that she needed, she got the money for the surgery as well, which was very expensive because she got the donations from strangers and the politicians. What we can learn from her is that it's the strong drive which makes the difference. For her, it's not a matter of just going out on a weekend and running for the sake of it. For her, it's a life or death situation. If she might have not won, probably her husband would have died. So that's what the most important thing is. If someone's goal is backed by a strong drive, then be rest assured that he or she is going to achieve it. And that's what I'm trying to share with you all. Whenever you are planning to achieve a goal or anything in particular, it's not probably this year or maybe next couple of years or a decade. Always ensure that it is backed by a strong drive. If it is not backed by a strong drive, I'm 100% sure you are going to give it up. Because it's very difficult to stick to something, give efforts to it consistently. It's very, very difficult. So always ensure it is backed by strong drive. And today is 31st March, so the first quarter of this year has ended. And till now, I have mostly given these speeches. I think some of you have observed. Most of these speeches are related to the motivating, the fellow Toastmaster, mostly because, I wanted to help people here to stick to their New Year goals. Because most of us decide on something and then we give up our goals. So I just wanted to keep on motivating myself as well as other Toastmasters. And I'd be very grateful if I have made even the mildest positive change in somebody's thought process. And this was one of such speech. So thank you everyone for the patience.
Thank you, Toastmaster, for the wonderful and inspiring speech. 1 minute silence for the feedback. Is over. We are now going to start one of the most entertaining and interesting section of Toastmasters meeting, table topics. Today's table topic master is Toastmaster Khushi. She has joined in June 2023. She is a student majoring in BA Economics and Commerce. Her hobbies include dancing and reading. Let us welcome the very talented and the very funny Toastmaster Khushi.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I need high energy. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Okay, so now it's time for that part of the meeting which we all have been waiting for, or at least me. This is the part that is known as table topics or impromptu speaking, which basically means that you guys will be given a topic or a product. Yes, you heard it right. A topic or a product. And you have to speak about it for a few minutes. This table topic session is a bit different from other table topics. Here, this is more of an assumption-based table topic. You will come here and you have to assume that you are the salesperson, and you have to use your manipulative and persuasive skills to persuade the people to buy that product from you. This table topic session is more matching towards our theme, that is the art of convincing. You have to convince the people, and the audience can negotiate as well. So before moving further, I would like to tell you some tips which would help you. The one that is used here is OREO approach. O-R-E-O. OREO means opinion, where you give your opinion about the product or anything that you can relate. Reason, why your opinion makes sense. Why should people take it from you? And the other is example. Example, you can give examples from your personal life to make your speech more relative or more memorable. And then again, opinion. Another tip is, if you are blank, if you are not able to think of anything, just ask question from the audience that, have you seen this product anywhere? What reminds you of this product? And anything like that. So let's begin our wonderful session. Who would like to come first?
Loken.
So let's start with the easy one.
Okay. Let me ask you something. What is this? Anyone?
I don't know.
Anyone?
Teddy bear.
Okay. This is what you think. This is a teddy bear toy. But no. This is a gateway to your life. To finding a potential partner. It's not just an ordinary toy. Toy is what a child uses to play. This will open a new chapter in your life. I can recall a very good example from my life. A friend of mine was going on a first date, and he was worried if he should take something as a gift or not. So, as an advisor who
Yes, you heard it right. This is one of the latest product that has come that not only cleans your specs, but it gives you very much clarity also. So this is the product that has come newly, and we have innovated this product that not only cleans your lenses in a very, I would say, good manner, but it also helps to kind of clean for several days itself. So this has multiple utility for, you can clean the specs, you can clean the computers, you can clean your other utilities as well. So this is all in one, and it is very much useful at a very attractive prices. So we are launching this today itself, and whoever wants to buy, please raise your hands.
Is it government certified?
So this is not government certified. This is tested on animals as well as human beings as well.
Animals.
So this is genuine product. Don't worry about that. So I will just request everyone, whoever wants to buy, please raise your hand. I am giving no discount at all. Okay, I think there are a lot of customers for it. So please promote this product so that we can get more visibility for this product. This is multi-usage product. Thank you.
Thank you for this wonderful session. Now I would like to invite our president, Toastmasters.
Now, excited for the evaluation section?
Yes.
Let's have a little bit more energy. Are you all
Yes.
excited?
Yes.
In that case, let's invite to sponsor Abhishek.
How many of us are here today? Sorry. How many of us are hungry today? Hungry to take the evolution. Hungry to take the feedback. Sorry, hungry to take the feedback. And get yourself improved. How many of us? I can say a few hands right now. Yeah. Let's start with the speech evolution. I can see that three speeches today starting the step, Sylvia and Andy. So now, calling of Toastmasters to come and say the speech evolution for Toastmasters.
So, speech title of Toastmasters was Beyond Boundaries, and his purpose was to speak on a topic with purpose. And the story he started with a question, life gives you lemonade. And I noticed that with this question, everyone was feel attentive, like he get the attention by starting it with a question. And the story was about skipping lunch for her sister study, and she went to Bangalore. And he also brings some humor by the example of Wi-Fi connection. So it was really good. Now when it comes to like commendation, I can see he shows a good confidence on stage. Sentence structure was also good, and I feel that audience was engaged when he was speaking. So these things are really good. I really appreciate them since it is only his second speech. Now come to recommendations. I noticed that he has unnecessary stage movement. It would be better if he can say the story by standing in one position and only move if it is required to move. Also, I noticed that eye contact was missing because he was looking at this side, sometime down, and audience might not feel engaged when because of his eye contact. Also, I noticed that smoothness was missing. When he was speaking, he speak a sentence, then he simply started another sentence. So there is I noticed that smoothness was missing in his sentences, or abrupt ending. I noticed that he ended his speech and I was thinking like what is going to happen next, but he ended up when he said thank you. So this is something that was missing. Ending is not properly planned. Also, since his objective was speech with a purpose, I did not find what was the purpose behind the speech because message was not clear in the end. So this could be improved. Also, one more recommendation I would say is poses were missing. Poses, like calculated poses after completing a certain phrase or sentence, if you can just keep quiet and see if the previous part was syncing with the audience. So this could also be included. Everything else is fine, and I think your speech is great. If it would be even better if you can include some good ending and utilizing poses, making it more smooth. So this is all from my end. Now I would like to hand over the stage to Toastmaster Abhishek.
Very motivational speech, sir, and you have very personal story. That makes your speech very engaging. Thank you. Now I'm inviting Toastmaster Gaurav to come over the stage and share your feedback of Toastmaster.
The father of evolution, Charles Darwin once said, it is not the strongest of species that survives. nor the most intelligent. It is the one that is the most adaptable to change. I think that's what we learned today from Toastmasters Shilpi's speech. And that is the one thing which I really liked about her speech, the call to action she gave in the end. And it was, start investing in your human capabilities today so you can survive in the ever-evolving technological environment that we have right now. There were two other things which I really liked about her speech was, one, relatable question and engaging speech that she gave. She started, anybody remembers how she started with her speech today? Very relatable. She came on the stage and asked question, awkward. She moved on to Facebook, to ChatGPT, and the latest one, Sora. So for any newcomers who are on the stage, the best way to engage the audience is to ask questions. And when you ask relatable questions, the audience already starts engaging with you. She also, in the middle, asked about what is the future of humanity. So asking questions in the middle keeps the audience engaged and present in the speech. So that's the second thing which I really like after call to action. And the third one is imaginative storytelling that she did. She went back and told us, created small stories, nuggets, where she said, me and my husband were asking ChatGPT that what should we advise our 20-year-old kid when he becomes that. So again, small storytelling with nuggets keeps the audience engaged. She also created conflict resolution. I hate making first draft of speeches. Again, very good way of storytelling. And then she introduced that there is a co-pilot which you can use to create that first draft of the speeches. So again, these three things plus the transformation impact of AI future, workplaces, she covered everything around AI. Very less, I think it's very tough for any evaluator to give any constructive criticism to seasoned Toastmasters like Shilpi. But one thing, Shilpi, I think which you can improve next time is lack of engagement with visual aids. So we saw today Kushi using these so many props and giving that. So next time if you can use props, that would really add value to your speech. So in conclusion, I believe with the three positive, relatable questions, engaging speech, storytelling and call to action, I believe if Toastmaster Shilpi can use props, she would nail it the next time also. Thank you.
Thanks for such a great evolution. So Toastmasters Shilpi have very impressive topics on Gen and given different aspects of new technology and their impact on the humanities. Now calling Toastmaster Dipanshu to come over the stage and say the feedback for the Toastmaster.
One of my all-time favorite quote is by Simon Sinek. He said that the goal is not to be perfect by the end. The goal is to be better today. And I feel this completely signifies what Toastmaster Ankit is doing in Toastmasters. The first thing I absolutely loved about Toastmaster Ankit's speech or his journey throughout in Toastmaster, what I observed in the past 6 months, is just by the one word, which is progress. I could see a massive progress. Some of you might note that he was struggling with R's and Ums. I could see this time there was a significant drop in Ums and the pauses he used to take. There was a significant improvement in the stage movement. This is what Toastmaster is all about. Every time you come on stage, you pick up the feedback you were given the last time and you work on it one by one. This is what the journey, and this is how you grow to become better and better. The second thing that I absolutely loved about Toastmaster Ankit's speech today was the structure. A great speech requires a structure. Without a structure, the audience can't follow. He started with an opening. He stated some facts that only 8% of the people achieve their New Year resolution. Then he went on why successful people are able to achieve their goals. Then in the end, he gave a beautiful message that it's the strong drive that makes the person successful, and that's how you're going to achieve your goals. This is a great demonstration what a good structure can do. It makes the speech easy to follow. After 2 months, when I will look back to Ankit's speech, I will have an idea, okay, started with this and this, and it will make my job easy to recall the lesson he shared today. What is the recommendation for him is that I feel there are 2 recommendations that I would like to share. First one is, I would recommend Toastmaster Ankit to have an open body language. How you can have an open body language? The last World Champion Public Speaker shared a feedback that always try to show this side of your palm, and always try to have an open body language in such a way that think of it like you're hugging the whole auditorium or everyone in the room. What it does is that it makes you vulnerable, and it shows confidence. And this audience feel that the speaker is confident in his own skin. That means that it is worth listening to. So having an open body language really makes an impact. Second thing that I would like to recommend Toastmaster Ankit is to have a personal story. Speaking from an audience perspective, whenever I'm in the audience and someone is giving a lot of knowledge, but the person immediately shared a personal story, it doesn't necessarily have to be a success story. No, I achieved these goals. It just have to be that I have failed, now I'm starting again. It just immediately brings a connection to the speaker that yes, I relate to that and I also will do the same. Coming to the summary, I feel proper structure, the progress you are showing, and with having an open body language and having a personal story, Toastmaster Ankit is definitely showing a lot of progress, and keep inspiring, keep delivering good speeches. Thank you.
Thanks the council for the detailed report. Toastmaster Ankit has given very inspiring speech for the audience. I am well informed regarding the strictness to the New Year resolution that people forget after 2 months. Now, calling Toastmaster Gaurav again to come on the stage and share the detailed report on the tabletop session.
I think one of the most extravaganza tabletop session that I have seen today. Out of the whole, I think it's been 1.5 years for me in Toastmasters, so kudos to you, Toastmaster Kushi. What I would do is, I would talk about the positive. There were not many negatives for the people who came on the stage, but the only constructive criticism is that I think for the people who comes on, for tabletop especially, the stage coverage is not much, because I think the topic is given, you start thinking, you start delivering on the spot. So the coverage, you just come in. I have seen people who are seasoned speakers standing here today, just delivering the speech without having the movement. So I believe that once you come on the stage, this is your place, you own this place. So instead of just delivering the speech, I think best part is to use the speech. Use the stage to your own advantage. You can use a W approach that you always do. You can start from one place, you can come here, you can go back. So I think that's the only feedback I have for the people who came on the stage. But let me talk about the positive now. Lokendra, he was given teddy bear. He started with questions. So again, very good way of starting any table topic speech is start with questions. He started talking about benefits, gateway to new chapter of life, storytelling. He started advising. He said, I don't use advice which I gave, but again, humor he used. What is the worst that can happen? And he gave a fabulous call to action. So complete. Sitting back there, it was a complete speech rather than a table topic for which Loken gave. Second one, Anurag, earrings. Audience analysis. So he started analyzing audience, that we have more men than women in the room. So again, he started with analysis. One of the books which I read on audience analysis or the needs basis is a book called by Tom Sand called No. So it talks about need, output, service concept, and evidence. So Anurag, if you can use it next time, that would even add value to you. He started engaging audience. He started bidding, humor, and Rahul, that's not for you. You're single. So again, kudos to you, Anurag. Third one was Riya, I guess. Yeah. Birthday girl, again started relatable. 8th April is my birthday. Benefit, the most important gift any boyfriend can give to his girlfriend. That's what she said. She said she was nervous, but that was not coming. Especially the smile that you have, Riya, you killed it on the stage today. So keep that coming. Pushpendra Himalaya Herbal Toothpaste. You use it every day, 50% discount. It is cheap. INR 20. You covered everything, and again, the way you were smiling throughout your speech, keep up the good work, Pushpendra. The Panshu hanger, again he started just like looking, what is this? So you can ask questions to the audience. Benefits, gateway to achieve your dreams. Men would need this by 2024. He started creating scarcity about it. He added even a personal story about his sister. So questions, storytelling, and humor. These are the three things which you can use whenever you are on the stage. Varun, he got a powder. He turned the situation. Instead of selling, he said, I will use it for myself. Because there was nothing which was coming to his mind. And then he changed it. I can share it with people. Everyone present here will use it because summer is approaching. Even he tried to sprinkle humor by you can put it on your head. I don't know for whom that goes, but yeah. Then lip balm. I think Lokesh. Product features, beautiful product for beautiful ladies, make your lips soft. So again, he started selling the benefits. There's one thing, Lokesh, for you, which specific for you is I think energy. You came on the stage and the energy was missing. Whenever you're on the stage, you own this place. People sitting here are listening, are here for you to share your thoughts. So please have that energy whenever you're on the stage. And last one is Gautam. That's something you need to learn from him. He came on the stage. You heard it right, guys. Cleaning lens, but also keeps for several days. So whenever you are coming on the stage, just own it. I think that's what Gautam taught us today. Specs, computers, you can use this anywhere. Today itself is the last day. No discount, multi-usage product. So I think that was a wonderful job by you, Toastmaster Gautam. Thank you.
Thanks, Gaurav, for such a concise and detailed report, and Khushi for the great innovation in the table topic section, like selling a product. Kudos to that innovation part you have done over there. Now it's time for the tech players. The tech players who will help you in analyzing the speech where you have done the mistake. Like this is a mistake we used to do on a certain basis, and we do not ever on it out, that we are so much used to it. That report will be said by our tech players, starting with the Millennium Toastmasters.
Good afternoon. There have been some extravagant use of good usage of words. So let me go through that one by one. The word used for negative, that there is a scope of improvement. So this is the word also known as euphemism, where you are using some positive word for some negative intonation. So scope of improvement is one that euphemism we use for negative feedback. Then it was quite enticing. Prague is a vibrant city. Then where there is a will, there is a way. Then disruption in technology. We were astonished. Then it was quite fascinating. So some very good use of vocabulary. Then strategic thinking was again. Then the singular leverage. then she became overnight sensation, were some of the very good uses of words. Some recommendations as far as grammar is concerned, that female lady, lady is of course female, so that lady is good enough. So let's come with me, could be you should or you can come with me. Then, I mean, some minor grammatical like she become, should be she becomes, or some of the stories or speeches were in the past. They were telling stories which has happened in the past, but were they were using the present sentence. So it could be like I find, I found, I can do that, I could do that. So when we are using something in the past, so we should use past sentence while explaining, while narrating those stories. Then he don't want, he doesn't want. One of my speech should be one of my speeches. Clear precision could be precision only. So precision itself is denoting the clarity, or that's all with me. Thank you so much.
Now, while Toastmasters bottom to come over this and say the account.
What extra in the meeting today? I had a good time today. I did not spend too much of time in terms of I did not see much crutch materials or repeat materials coming through. So I had an easy time today. So, but still I want to highlight some of the areas where require improvements, or the areas where there have been crutch words, repeated words, and fillers. So I'll start with my report. So first, Rahul. Yeah, there were a couple of arms, I think 5 times. There were 3 pauses. There were repeat words like love it, fillers. So that if were used sometimes. Self used quite a time, 3 times. You use pauses quite frequently. I could see that there were some frequent pauses were there, and I could see around 10 to 11 pauses were there. And for that pauses, I think you were using and or that to kind of fill that. So you can take care of that. You use but many times, repeated instead of. Shilpi, I had a very hard time to find something on your speech. It was flawless. Yeah, there were I think 1 or twice and you used I think but 1 time. That's okay. Ankit, there were arms 4 times, so 2 times, but there were quite fillers that you use sometime, and there were 2 pauses. Kushi, I could not find anything on your part. Lokendra, yeah, there were 5 times arms, and if that were used, and it was used quite as a filler, and if maybe kind of fillers, pauses, there are 4 to 5 pauses that were used. Anurag, I see there are quite a significant kind of arms that will be used. Since were used quite frequently, I think very sometimes repeated, and there were some fillers that were used like and maybe, and there were 3-4 pauses that were used. Ria, I think guessed. So there were quite a arms, so 4-5 times those that we used. There were some fillers that were also used, like without that, I guess. Pushpinder, there were a couple of arms, so were used 5 times. I think were used as a filler.
Gaurav, I could not. I think I find 3 arms on your side and 2 pauses. Dipanshu, I could not find anything. You were flawless. Varun, I could find 2 arms and 3 pauses. That's all from my side. Thank you very much.
Now I ask Toastmasters Siddharth from the and share the timing.
So here is the report of timer to disqualification due to timing. So before starting the sharing the report, I wanted to share something about disqualification. So to disqualification, one is due to couldn't reach on time. I mean, before green card, the speaker wrapped up the speech. So usually this happens when the speaker is something new or not well prepared. And the disqualification due to extra time, and usually it happens when sometimes the evaluator or speaker has something more to say that is beyond time. So he understands, especially when he is or she is seasoned or experienced Toastmaster. So he doesn't take care of the timing and share if he thinks that is very important to share with the audience. So happen two things, overtime and under time. Let's start the timing report. First, the meeting started 5 minutes delay. That you have to take care next time. Toastmaster Gaurav, as you saw, used 1 minute 45 seconds for Sergeant at Arms, and allotted time was 2 minutes. Toastmaster Rahul, as a presiding officer, 4 minutes 50 seconds, allotted time was 5 minutes. Toastmaster Rahul again, as a TMOD, Toastmaster of the day, total time was 17 minutes 30 seconds. So for using Hindi, allotted time was 18 minutes. Good timing. General evaluator Toastmaster Abhishek, allotted time was 5 minutes. Can you expect he can finish within time? No. 9 minutes 30 seconds. And Chokmaster Toastmaster Bhavna, 2 minutes 15 seconds. Allotted time was 2 minutes. Now speeches, Toastmaster Saif, allotted time was 10 minutes and minimum time was 5 minutes. So he used only 4 minutes 57 seconds. Sorry for disqualification. It happened. Toastmaster Silpi, 6 minutes 59 seconds. Toastmaster Ankur, 6 minutes 9 seconds. Both are qualified. Table topic master Team Kusi, allotted time for introduction was 5 minutes. Thanks for saving the time. She used 2 minutes for introduction. That's great. Speaker Toastmaster Lokendra, table topic speaker. So total time for table topic is 2 minutes. All speakers are qualified. So sharing the individual time every speaker has taken. Lokendra, Toastmaster Lokendra, 2 minutes 14 seconds. Toastmaster Anurag, 2 minutes 11 seconds. Guest Riya, 1 minute 15 seconds. Guest Pushpendra, 1 minute 30 seconds. TM Dipanshu, 1 minute 56 seconds. And Toastmaster Varun, 1 minute 20 seconds. Guest Lokesh, 1 minute 22 seconds. Toastmaster Gaurav, 1 minute 40 seconds. Let's come to the evaluation section. Start with speech evaluation. Time for speech evaluation is 3 minutes. Toastmaster Anurag, 3 minutes 20 seconds. Toastmaster Gaurav, 3 minutes 5 seconds. And Toastmaster Dipanshu, 3 minutes 40 seconds. So Toastmaster Dipanshu is disqualified. But I said he is seasoned and he wanted to share something story about best speaker of world championship. So because of maybe lose the time. But rules are the rules to share the information about timing. Table topic evaluation Toastmaster Gaurav, 5 minutes 8 seconds. Allotted time was 5 minutes 30 seconds. So he is within time. Auxiliary role player Grammarian, 2 minutes 38 seconds. Allotted time was 3 minutes. Toastmaster Gautam, 3 minutes 30 seconds. So all are is qualified in auxiliary role player. I think I am also. So this is the evaluation report. What is
Now, as for the general paper, I will not take more than 2 to 3 minutes because we are already running out of time. So, starting with the meeting start at 10:35 as Siddharth mentioned. I come at 10:20. I found out that only few people are there. Generally, we request all the role players to come 15 minutes before so that the meeting is start on time. So, I requested now for the next meeting, all the role players at least come 5 to 10 minutes before. Because I found only after 10:27, all the people started coming in to the meeting. So that is something we need to improve on. Now, second, I look out and found out that the few roles that are vacant. So as a Toastmaster, we have the responsibility that we should take out the roles which are unfilled so that the meeting can be happened in a smooth way. Now coming to the Toastmaster of the day, art of convincing is a very really interesting topic. He will explain the important aspect of the convincing along with the sharing of the example of buying 12,000 jackets. That is something great. And also the more important part is the demo that he has said with the Toastmaster Ankit and Gaurav, and then with the 2 guests that make the entire session more engaging, I can say. Now coming to the Toastmaster Pussy, having a very innovative approach of selling a product, but he forgot the audio approach to explain to the audience. Now coming to the evolution section, Toastmaster Nujab, the speech evolution, they will explain through the structure of recommendation and commendation format, but forget to summarize at the end of the session. Then Toastmaster Gaurav, very impressive way of speech evolution, touches the fine detail of the speaker, very well could show that. Toastmaster Deepansu, very structured report, follow the commendation pattern, and finally summarizing the entire speech very well. Now coming to the Toastmaster zone, the auxiliary role player, very well you have started with the use of good word. So you have said the positive aspect of that speech very well, giving the positive aspect of the feedback. In the Toastmaster bottom, very detailed report, but you have run out of time. Then we have to look on, and Toastmaster said that a detailed report, nothing to say on that. So that is from my side. Now I will request Toastmaster Rahul to come over this stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhishek, for the wonderful and detailed evaluation report. Let's have a big round of applause for the general evaluator. I would also like to thank the audience and all the participants. A big round of applause for all of us. The voting links are shared. I would request everyone to please do vote and request members to share the QR code with the guests so that they can also vote. Let's get started with the guest feedback. Sir, would you like to share anything about the meeting? Anything you like, any suggestion?
There are many many good things about this 12.